Hey! Everybody get up! Everybody get up! Yeah, welcome to Anita Vita Rise. Alright, everybody. Welcome. It's Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah. Anita Vita Rise. Yeah. Who can make it better? Anita Vita Rise. In all types of weather, Anita Vita Rise. Get you back together, Anita Vita Rise. Go send her a letter, Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise. Anita Vita Rise, yeah. Anita Vita Rise, yeah, yeah. Anita Vita Rise.
Welcome to Rise with Anita Vita. I am your host, Anita Vita, Master Medical Qigong teacher and healer. I'm so grateful and thankful you are here for another amazing episode. As you know, this show aims to amplify women's voices, have them share their stories so that they are a ripple effect of healing in this world. I am so exciting. Look, I'm so excited. I didn't even say excited, right? I'm so excited to host another amazing, beautiful woman. And this particular woman is very special in my life. We have known each other for 27 years. She's a safe patient handling coordinator. She's an amazing YouTuber. Please help me welcome Liza Laurent to the show, everyone.
Hi.
Look, I already messed up your name. I was
It's okay.
Shoot, what does she do again? Well, I got your name right.
Yeah, you did. You're
What
good.
does Liza do? So, sis, let everybody know who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, first, thank you for having me on your platform. I'm so excited to be here. My background is in physical therapy. I've been a therapist for close to 22 years. And then I am currently a safe patient handling coordinator for one of the top 3 hospitals in the nation. And, after doing day-to-day education to make sure, my whole job is basically to ensure that staff move patients safely to prevent injury to themselves or the patient. So a lot of it's kind of like being like the safety police when it comes to medical staff moving patients. So a lot of that has to involve a lot of education, a lot of playing with different equipment, a lot of show and tell, demonstration, simulation, and just being available to assist anyone with whatever they need. So it's fun. It's also challenging. And the part that I've really gravitated to is that theme of it. Instead of saying it's hard or challenging, what I usually say is it has its peaks and valleys. And so there's more peaks than there are valleys. But I love what I do. So, I want to keep doing it for as long as I can. And then when I'm not at work, I love to do self-care, garden, be with my family, my husband and my 2 dogs, and constantly unboxing subscription boxes and giving reviews and putting on my Jules LA thread whenever I get an opportunity to get out scrubs.
Thank you for sharing a little bit about what you do. And I want to go deeper into your self-care practice. But before we do, how did you even know when to transition out of your physical therapy position to now be in where you are now, for education and really teaching staff how to prevent, really taking care of themselves to prevent injury?
Well, I would like to say that when I probably hit about 5 or 8 year mark where I felt like I just needed to have a change. But what ended up happening was I ended up, because therapy is so physically demanding on an individual, And at that time, we didn't have special like equipment that is required now to move patients. And so it was very physically demanding. And I would like to say I probably overused my hands to a point where I had to like take a step back in order to heal. And in that time frame that I had to heal and do like therapies and healing, I started to reevaluate, okay, well, what can I continue to do? This is what I love to do. This is my career. I knew what I wanted to do right out of high school, went straight into it in college. And, but the reality is I just needed to make the career change, but I prayed on it. I said, just put me wherever I need to be, God. And it just so happened that I was on an open forum at work. I heard a position become available, and it was just like a real quick 30-second. And I said, wait, hold on. And then I emailed immediately, and probably within that year or so, I transitioned over. Even though it wasn't the transition initially that I wanted to make, I ended up first starting off to be a coordinator of a rehab facility, making sure that the patients who came into the facility were appropriate to be there. And then after staying there for 3 years, I transitioned over into safe patient handling. I will say that the transition, and this is what I will say to a lot of people, you may think you know what you want to do, but a lot of times it's not what God intends for you to have initially. And so he'll open up another window. And in that window, you're thinking like, what am I doing here? I have like no business being here. But I'm so grateful for that opportunity of being in the rehab, because it gave me another opportunity to really understand the background work of what happens with healthcare and insurances and all of what happens with the Medicare audit, things that are of no interest to other people. But when you're a healthcare provider on the other side, wondering like, how come I can't get my patient into rehab? How come they can't get equipment? How come, they're not allowing them to get more days? That is where I started to understand like, oh, there's requirements that need to be fulfilled. You hear about them, but you see them actually, like all the hurdles that you need to go through. So learned a lot, an incredible amount. And because of that, I always tell people, if you have extra money, get long-term care insurance. You never know what's going to happen. If you have an extra $150 to just put away, try to do it so that if should something happen to you, you could still pay for your house and stay in it during a catastrophic event. And that's one of those things that I had learned. And then, being able to talk to the case managers and say, hey, I have this insurance coverage. What does it cover me? And just not being afraid, not being a quiet mouth, asking the questions, just for your own personal knowledge. And then here I am now, in the West Side area.
Hey,
enjoying what I do near the beach.
I love it. I love it. You're not too far from me.
No, not at all. Not at all. And we have a new route that we're taking too.
Ooh, very
We're
cool.
trying to bypass the 405.
Dang, that 405.
I know.
If you've been to Los Angeles or traveled to Southern California,
yeah.
you know what
405
hours.
What that's what that means.
405 hours.
It's true.
It's 405 days. It's just
right. But I will say 405 is a dream compared to the 105.
Okay, yeah, that is so true.
Depends
on what time though.
From like 9 a.m. 9 a.m. to like 8 p.m.
That's true. You gotta be a late. You
have to be
night owl.
That's yeah.
So now you're in this position.
Yes.
And actually, let's rewind back, because I know what you mean when you're talking about understanding a little bit more about insurance, because, we both work in healthcare, and everybody knows, if you don't know this already, I was working in nursing, and my latest job was in workers' comp, return to work, and all that fun stuff. So I got to see the behind the scenes of that, and working alongside of case management to be like, well, why can't this person have this type of care, all these red tape that you have to learn and to understand even the language of asking for types of accommodations.
Exactly.
So most of the time we just don't know, right? And so I'm glad you're in a position to also teach that and share that information, because we're so busy with our own 12-hour, 8-hour day. Who's going to take the time to be like, hey, why don't you actually get to know your benefits package and see what you can get? And we don't wait. I might add that. And we don't find out until like it's the fair, right? The fair that comes once a year.
Yeah. It's funny that you mentioned that, because I don't know who's on the call, but I will tell you this. At our job, we ended up having like a supplemental insurance that became available. And people don't realize, because we're talking about wellness, and that's what you're about, is that, a lot of your insurances, if you do your general wellness, you get compensated. And you just need to let them know that you did your annual physical, you did your like mammogram. For men, it's like, again, their annual physical, doing the blood work. And people are leaving money on the table that if you don't go and do this, even though it's like it's covered, you go, you do it, you show the doctors you can have it, that you had it done, the insurance will give you anywhere up to like $100 to $400 a year. And that's, again, dependent on like what kind of like what insurance or supplemental insurance you have. So I remember, again, you said it right. It was the fair. I thought to myself, one, I'm not usually the most articulate about if it's on something that I don't really know. So I wrote down because that's what I do. My husband tells me, just write it down. See, I got my notes. So I wrote it down and I went a beeline to the supplemental folks. And I said, okay, I have a question. And I was the first one there. And then I said, I have one question. Yes, I have multiple questions. I said, how much is this going to cost? Will it stay this way forever until I don't have it? Will it cover X, Y, and Z? And, what's the overall like benefit? How much money can I get back? I really was like sweating, like I'm sweating now. But, I didn't realize that I had 20 people behind me and they all had the same question. And then he was just like, he answered all the questions. And, instantly I signed up and I was good. And then after that, it's like wildfire. I told my other girlfriends, because once you hit 40, you have to get a mammogram.
Yep.
Do that, do your physical, do your lab work, you get money back. It's instantly like $400 a year that you get back. I mean, that kind of money is just, I'm glad that insurance companies are doing that. I wish I did it a lot sooner, but It's not just myself, it's for my husband and, it's for, like your kids that you have. So again, it's that encouraging wellness. And again, it's just, don't be ashamed, don't be afraid, because the question that you have is the same question that someone behind you has. They're just even more afraid to ask because they're like 5 people back behind you because they were afraid to go up to the front.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was your curiosity and your bravery to ask and be there in that moment and to move forward. So I applaud you for that, to be resourceful. I know a lot of the times we're just so exhausted that right? Because you have to choose, like, am I going to have a lunch or am I going to go to the fair?
Yeah.
And get education. I want to touch more on your self-care practice, because you are a huge self-care advocate. And I believe everybody can learn from you, especially from those who are working in the healthcare field. And before I do, just, sit back for a moment so we can say thanks to our sponsors for today.
Rose Buado and Jennifer Redondo Marquez are the founders and co-authors of In Her Purpose, 40 Principles of Asian Women Redefining Success on Their Own Terms. These are true stories of women who took different career paths ranging from fashion to art to entertainment to entrepreneurship and many more. Rose and Jen embarked on the In Her Purpose project to advocate for women, to feed and fuel the future generation, and to help women define and live out their life's purpose.
What's up, family? I am Anita Vita, Master Medical Qigong teacher and healer. I believe that nurses deserve to be nurtured as much as they give. As a high-performing woman myself, I coach women how to overcome chronic gut pain so that they have total freedom in their life through the practice of medical Qigong. In 2011, while working as a nurse in the post-anesthesia unit, I experienced severe burnout, and it expressed itself as IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome. Discovering this practice allowed me to eradicate this gut disease completely and naturally through meditation alone. The slow, mindful movements of medical Qigong are potent and transformational, recalibrating your cellular structure by cultivating your body's natural energy and healing source called Qi. Today, I coach and empower women to achieve the same result through private and group programs, workshops, and retreat experiences to awaken you to your truth and be the highest version of yourself. If you're still in pain, you've tried everything, and you're sick and tired going from doctor to doctor with only prescriptions and strict diets as solutions, fear no more, my friend, because you have found me. Send me a message right now at anita@nacionvita.com and we'll get you to rise out of that pain, guaranteed. So tell us,
Yes,
how do you prioritize self-care?
So, we have a long commute. So as soon as I get home, I try to tackle at least one chore. My husband will probably say she tries to do a lot of chores, but the reality is I try to do at least one load of laundry, try to pick up something around the house. But then when I get that moment, like the chores are done and I'm okay, every other Sunday, I always make sure my nails are done. Always.
That is true.
I always make sure my nails are done. For 27 years. You know me, or
Yes.
plus more. I can't believe it's been that long. Because I used to have a subscription to nail polish, but that's how much I loved it. So every Sunday night, I would do that. And then every other day, I would make sure to do skincare. And I would do either like a scrub or a mask. Right now, I'm into Dime Beauty, which is a clean woman-owned brand. So that's what I've been using and I like. I've been historically a lover of Tatcha, which what I do with Tatcha is, sorry, I'm getting a text from my husband because, he wants
What did
to
he
be
say?
involved.
What did he say? If you're open to share. Hi, Tony. Shout out to
He
Tony
says
Laurent.
the daily care that wait, your daily care is your husband massaging you. Yes, I am very lucky.
That's so sweet.
I'm blessed that I could always tell my husband, can you touch me right here? Can you massage my hand right here? It's true. I am spoiled and I am blessed for that. So there, that's like one of those TikTok videos that's going viral right now that says the cute texts that you get from your husband. That's one of them. So there you go. Without being on TikTok. Yeah.
Ooh, I challenge you. Can you do one? I know you got a channel now. If you do one, I'll do one.
I got to remember my password.
Okay, we'll fix that.
Okay, we'll figure it out. But so then I'll tell you what I really enjoy is doing the aromatherapy because I love having that. It's all around the house. But Tatcha had this one where it's like you put a little bit of the essential oil. It's on this kusunoki dish. It's like wood and it absorbs into it, and it actually lets it kind of slowly scent the air with only 6 drops. It's amazing, and it helps me sleep because the reality is the reason why I have to do self-care is my mind constantly races, and that and there's a good and there's a bad side. Most people who are very detail-oriented, goal-oriented, they're always go, 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 and they can prioritize things. But the reality is there's other, I still struggle at still prioritizing my own health, meaning that managing stress, because I'm a person who likes to cross off things off my list. I get really hard on myself, like if I didn't cross it off or didn't make it. And learning to let go. And it's a constant, it's constant. It's not, it's a constant effort that I need to still make a change. Just the other night when my husband and I were making our walk, because we're trying to make more of an effort to do like more physical activity every single day, to improve our like well-being, is that we agreed upon having a like code phrase or code word to help trigger me if I am being over the top with myself. And it's who better than your partner to tell you that. And it's hard to hear it from your partner, but your partner's with you 24/7. They see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we have this, we figured out a phrase. If it's not the phrase, we figured out like maybe like a memory, because he says, instantly when you're not at work and you're not at home doing things, when we're out and about, he's like, you're focused on being happy and you're choosing so many different things to be happy. And, it's true. And I just, I got to try to do that more often with, being at work. So, meditating, making sure that if at 12 o'clock I have my lunch, like you said, have a lunch, go to the fair. Which one do I do? You need to do both, because you're going to burn out. And especially right now during COVID, it's been awful. I just got a text that I can't go to a conference next week, or not even a conference, like a fair, because COVID's on the rise in that area that we're going to for that area hospital, and they're in the red tier. So, it's never ending. Like for other people who don't want to wear a mask, we're wearing masks every single day. It's never stopped for us.
Right.
So, but it is what it is. I'm grateful that I have a job. More importantly, I'm grateful that, we hadn't, that we're healthy, that my family's healthy. So yeah, nails, whenever I get the opportunity to get on my uniform, I get out of it and I get into Jules Los Angeles. I love her threads. You're wearing,
yes.
Are you?
This is the Malibu dress.
Okay. And then I
not a full length camera, guys. So that's all you
Just
got.
Jules jumpsuit. Look it up. Okay.
We'll drop the links. We'll drop the links.
Yes. We'll put it in.
The info.
Jules is amazing. So I can't speak nothing but high things about her. So she's fantastic. And then again, it's just my guilty pleasure is watching QVC in the background, even though I'm not going to purchase it.
That's subconscious. You're gonna purchase.
No. I just like to hear what's happening.
Oh.
But then I don't necessarily purchase, but I love watching them apply the makeup because it's very therapeutic for me. So if anyone knows, they'll say like, I'll always be, I don't know if our friend is listening, Milvia, but I'll text Milvia. I was like, are you watching QVC? She goes, I am. Is this a good deal? I go, I don't know. I have to shop. If you get a color and you do it on auto pay, maybe like I'll buy your other thing. If you get it at a discount, it's definitely one of those. So I have a lot of friends who are all cut from the same cloth, but QVC is always running. It actually puts me to sleep. Is that sad?
Oh, no. Why would that be sad?
Because
it's therapeutic. It's
very therapeutic.
That's what makes it therapeutic.
Exactly.
You gotta find your flavor, right? Whatever works for you.
Yes, and that works.
So real quick, I want to get into the unboxing and the reviews for products. So real quick, just to give you guys some backstory. For as long as I know Liza, I've known Liza, and when we were in college, when you're in college and you have like a side job, you could purchase more things, right? And then you can up level where you want to be. So I swear, every time, Christmas is her favorite holiday. Every gift I received, and my birthday too, it's been amazing. If she makes it or whether she purchases it, I'm like, oh my God, this is so amazing. She hasn't steered me wrong yet. And I have to tell you guys to follow her. We'll drop her information on her YouTube channel. And I wanted to share, like, because, when you're in college and you're transitioning to, oh my God, we're making more money now. Do we deserve to stop.
More money
right?
than Orange Julius.
Oh my God, did you?
I was at
Sanrio,
Orange
fun
Juice.
fact, I
You're
worked
at
in
Coffee
Sanrio
Bean.
too. What?
You're at Coffee Bean.
Yeah, I was at Coffee Bean. Fun fact, guys. Ooh, she's pulling out some good stuff about me today.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
she would say, I remember this when I graduated nursing school, and she put together this really beautiful box of a care package on how to start off as a nurse, right? She got pens, she got this. I even got items. I was like, what do I do with this, Liza? Highlighters.
Oh,
And it
that's
was it
right.
was one of my favorite boxes
I
gifts
got you
that
like a
I've ever
fanny pack or
received.
something
This is
like
before
that, right?
subscription boxes, okay?
Yes,
What's that?
yes. I got you like a fanny
What
pack
did
that
you
you could
say?
put, like a fanny pack. Like
Everything.
it was something that
I
you
got
could
the
put stuff
pack, I've
in.
got the
Yeah.
fanny pack, the pens, every color.
And let me tell you something.
I got a
People
ruler
were
too. Like
hating
she
on
gave me a
that
whole
fanny
bunch of
pack.
stuff. What?
They were hating on that fanny pack back in the day. Now look at it. Everyone has a fanny pack. They even wear it like sideways.
I feel you. Yeah, you
But
can get designer now because
mm-hmm,
now it's cool.
Oh,
So
that brings me memories.
I know I have so many great memories with you. That's why we're still friends. So
Yes. That's why we're wearing like the same outfit-ish almost.
Right. So she would always say, so back in the day, there's this brand called Bubblegum. And she would always remind me, like, Anita, you're a nurse now. You don't have to get bubblegum jeans no mo. Like, let's try 7 or let's try this or something. And so she's always been a reliable friend.
But if
when
we
it
can get
comes
it on a
to
sample
home and
sale.
beauty products,
Sample sale.
So it's so
Yes.
awesome. I just wanted to give you a reflection, Liza. I appreciate not only our friendship, but what you do for the busy woman who's like, I don't have time to try 10 different pots or try brand new lotions or what have you and makeup. Like, just tell me what the best ones are and I'm gonna go get it. And she's done that for me. So what is the inspiration behind your YouTube channel and your unboxings and your desire to give reviews for people?
My desires, I wanted to try it for myself. I watched it on QVC. I wasn't quite sure, not 100% sold. I go to the store, still not sold. And, I just wanted to be able, a lot of the time, the reality is I'm on the road. I'm on the road a lot because of the commute. And, I'm in a building most of the day. So being able to get out to go shop was kind of really confined to the weekends, but then I wanted to just rest on the weekends and rejuvenate. So it was just easier to get stuff sent to me versus me going out to go get something with a lot of the times it's sold out or it's hard to get because it's only in one particular store. And that's how it all started. And I want to say it started with Birchbox. It was like $10. This little like tiny like samples, and then it went to deluxe samples. And then you try it a little bit so that you don't have to worry about making the big investment later. Because the reality is like you don't have to spend a lot of money to get some of these good products because you could get them at a discounted rate. Then it developed into like nail polish finally, and then slowly into like lifestyle subscriptions because now that we're older, mature with some mature skin, just like want to do things like decor now. So it's just being able to try different things. It comes to you. You don't have to go anywhere, which is great. And then what makes it even better is that I'm part of it's called my subscription addiction. It sounds really bad, but it's not. It's for other people who are on a subscription site and who want to basically trade their products. So even if I get a product that I don't necessarily like, I've known it, but I don't need it, I just list it and you can then trade it with someone who needs it. And then a lot of the times it ends up being like a gift to someone who I know is interested in it. But yeah, that's really the force behind it. Just want to be able to try something new because I needed to bust out of my shell because I was stuck with like the same thing, the same MAC eyeliner for however long, the same eyebrow however long. And it just gave me a new perspective on what else is out there.
And now you're sharing the wealth, so we don't have to do it.
Yes.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
For everybody who's watching. So tell us, can you drop it in the chat? What is your YouTube channel?
Oh, good one. That took forever for us to find out the other
I
day.
know, man. Let's drop it in here because I want everybody to like check you out. On your Instagram too, her handle is at Mrs. TL2 right over here too. So she has reviewed other amazing products on there. And
There you go. I
I'm
just
so
put it in
happy
there.
you
Yeah.
came and stopped by today. Okay, awesome. I'll share it with you. You know what? I'm gonna copy and paste. Let me copy and paste.
Fantastic.
Hey
Oh,
guys, I'm just gonna copy and paste it and drop. Oh wait, no, my team will do it because
your team will do it?
I don't have access to it right now.
Oh wait, and then
Yeah, I can't drop it right now. But anyway,
I'm gonna put
go
something in
ahead.
so that people can get a discount to something because I forgot.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah. So I forgot I'm a brand ambassador to Modern Picnic.
Excuse me?
Yes. So remember how
Oh,
you're
my
like,
bad.
I like this lunch pail.
The raffia one?
No. I
Sis,
don't have it. I have
I
the
want
like
that
black
one.
crock. I needed to keep it simple for like work, but it's
Oh,
like an insulated lunchbox that looks like a
okay.
purse that has like little compartments that you could put your cutlery in. And so if you're, because I'm gonna tell you, I was that person who went to happy hour with my book bag.
Hey, listen.
And it was a big filled book bag, and I said, no, I need to have something
But
like
you're coming
with
from
my
work, so you
classes.
gotta have your stuff with you.
True, but I could put it elsewhere. I can plan better. But in order, instead of just holding my wallet or putting my wallet in my work jacket, I would just have that little purse, and it was like it's great. It cleans easily, so for all you germ freaks, you could just like Lysol it down and or bleach it, and it doesn't like discolor it. So,
Ooh,
there you go. But I'll put the code in so that if anyone is interested, you could get 15% off.
awesome.
So I'm all about trying to save money. Don't pay full price if you don't have to.
That's true. I agree. So my team will drop that link over, and I'll
Yes,
also
ma'am.
share it on your Instagram and where you're at, so we could let people know how to support you and how to find you. And I really appreciate you being here again. What would you like to share with the audience? What is something that you live by? How can we continue to be inspired and motivated by you?
That's very sweet. I will say this: it takes a village. They say it takes a village to raise like a child, but I think it takes a village to like be an adult and like live amongst other people because you can't do it by yourself. Um, you know, and I would like to say that if you're in a relationship, whether it is your significant other or it's like your friendships, continue to cultivate them every single day because they're important. You can't neglect them. I've been married for 14 years, and I got to say that I live by, even though my husband may roll his eyes, but it's very important. Every Friday, everyone knows who knows us, it's date night.
Date night.
So
Yep.
Friday, even if we don't go anywhere, we're doing something for date night, whether or not we're like taking in food or watching something on the television. We make the opportunity to date one another, and I think that's very important to do. Even when though we don't have children yet, it's still very important because you have to again cultivate that like relationship. And I would like to say that's why. Actually, he'll probably say that's not why we're like doing well in marriage, but he's like, it's all me. I'm the one who makes this work. But it's just respecting one another, like knowing each other's strengths, learning, knowing when to, try to forgive if you can, as much as possible, forgive and let go and move on. It's hard, but it's healthier. And that's just whether you're in a relationship or in your friendships or at work. It's just, respect that the other person is just going to be different and they bring different values and they bring different things to the table. And that respect yourself that, you're never going to be the same individual, like how you were now with how you were 5 or 10 years ago, and then how you're going to be in 20 years. You're going to constantly evolve. And, I hear it a lot from my other friends, but it's very true. You got to give yourself grace. And just, you have to, like, whenever you're praying on something, and you're never really sure if this is where you need to be or what you need to do, pay attention to be in the moment, because there's signs everywhere that people are telling you, you'll have it in conversation with friends. I believe that the Holy Spirit talks to them, to you, when sometimes you're not even paying attention to, when the Holy Spirit's making it very evident. Like, this is what you need to do. And sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't have time for that. But then you hear it from a random stranger and you're like, oh, I should probably do that. And so that's how I say, just stop and smell the roses. Love yourself. Love the people around you. Yeah. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Liza.
Of course.
I appreciate all of that. Like, she gave you so many gems. I hope you are taking note. I appreciate you, friend, for being here.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
I'm
Thank
so
you for having me.
grateful. I'm so grateful to come, to reconnect back with you. It's nice to have, friendships that truly stand the test of time, and really understanding the seasons of all of those relationships. And you'll never know when they come back. And it's really beautiful that I'm really savoring the moment that we are together again.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Of course, Anita. Thank you all the time. That's why we're friends, and till the end, my dear, till the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me do a plug. Is it Colleen? Colleen is her name, right?
Yeah.
With
Colleen
Pixie?
yes. Ooh, girl. Okay.
Yes.
What do you have on?
I'm wearing Evening Rose. This is the matte liquid lipstick. Very good.
Shut
good
up.
recommendation.
Wait, because I have the same one. Hold on. Oh no, it's in my bathroom. But I wore the same. But look, for different skin tones, right? Because Liza's a little bit more fair. That's how it looks with her and the type. Hold on, she got a ring light too, though, and so do I. But I'm so you got to test them out on all the lightings. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Colleen is a huge. She's a dear friend, and we love Pixie. Liza got to attend one of our events together, and
a much needed attendance. And thank you for doing the invite on that one.
Yes, you're most welcome. And my hope is actually, it's not my hope. We're going to do something together. We'll probably do it at Pixie. Colleen, if you watch this, just so you know, we're going to reach out. and just spread the love. Even the simplest thing, right? And I shared this in an earlier episode. Put something on your skin that makes you really happy and joyful, to exude that radiance and that femininity behind yourself, whether it's, like Liza said, like a lipstick, a liner, doing your hair, putting on a beautiful dress, like something for yourself, because that's what's most important. It'll cultivate what's important from the inside out. Then when you purchase something beautiful or for yourself, it's an expression of you, meaning you don't have to have these certain things in order to make you feel beautiful. Know that you're already beautiful from the inside out, and it's just these little things that amplify and enhance those aspects of you.
Well said. Yeah, only you know what will make you happy. So if it means putting on an outfit, even though you're not going anywhere, do it. Do your self-care, do your mask, do your nails, even if you're not going out anywhere, just do it. Because at the end of the day, it's you. You have to make yourself happy, even if it's with just one little tiny thing. So
you're right. And imagine the ripple effect from that to your partner, to your friends, to your colleagues.
Yes.
Right? It's so subtle. It's so subtle, and it's so easy to do. So
thank
you again. What?
Let me tell you fun fact, okay?
Okay, I'm down with that. What?
Okay, so Tony, he does this all the time, right? He says I felt like I needed to say this. He says that I'm a better partner when I spend time with my friends. And so sometimes he'll just like spot text my friends and say, you need to take my wife out. I'll pay for it or whatever. And I got to say, again, it's just like paying attention to when your partners or whomever your friends are encouraging you, like, because they see that, you know, you may be kind of unraveling a little bit. It's just, you have to be able to listen to that and appreciate that. So I know you're listening, my dear love. So thank you. So we would like, me and Anita would like to get together to eat with the hubbies.
We are, it's happening.
Yeah, it is
Just
happening.
come. He already knows.
Yeah. Okay. I got the voicemail.
We'll be spending more time with each other. You know.
Yeah. They're gonna do their bromance.
Look, you said wives need girls' night out too.
It's true.
Well,
It's true.
sis, I am so grateful. I'm so grateful, and everybody who's watching now and going to listen in and watch on the replay, I know they're going to receive what they most need. Like you said, when we started off with prayer, thank you so much for that backstage. And I just want you to just hang backstage because, you know, I want to stay connected with you and just catch up. In the meantime, I appreciate you. And I just want to say thank you once again from my heart to yours. Appreciate you.
Love you back.
Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode. I hope you received the message that you most need to hear today. We always believe, Liza and I believe, that the message you are meant to receive is divinely guided to you. If you received an amazing value from this, please, as always, share it with somebody that you love and care about. And thank you once again for following me, for connecting with me. I always appreciate that you are here every week. I know it ain't easy. You could be doing something else. And as always, guys, thank you again. Continue to follow, to like, to subscribe, and I will see you next week. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Be the right